So writing has always been my jam. I think a lot of writers might say that. At school, I was the girl that was like, I'd rather write an essay than play sport, like absolute nerd dork vibes. And then from high school, went into a professional writing and publishing degree, and then into a 12-year comms career.
Wow.
So pretty linear in that way, like writing all of the things, and cutting my teeth in government and private orgs. And then linear up until then, I had a baby. And then
That
I
will
was,
do it. That will do it.
yeah, I think it's a tale as old as time. Like you're sitting on the couch with this baby, you're trying to get to know, your world is really different. And I'd stepped off that full-time kind of hamster wheel of work, going in, being an employee, getting a paycheck, not really thinking much about it anymore.
Mm.
And I was thinking, okay, like I don't really want to go back to the office, like having that anxiety about, can I even use my brain in the same way? Like, will it work? The team will have changed, just all that, anxiety about going back, and then wanting to stay closer to home. Like, how can I, like, thinking of anything, like, what can I do where I can be in the home a bit more and closer to my child for pickups and drop offs and watching them grow. And my son wasn't settling into daycare when I went back after mat leave. So I was back in my permanent role for only 3 months before my partner said, you mentioned, freelancing, and why don't we just give it a shot? Like, let's see how it goes. So I just made the leap, which was really
Wow.
scary, like quitting a permanent government job in this day and age. But I haven't looked back really. I just kind of got on with it. And for the first year, it was really hard. I was a full-time stay-at-home mum. So I was trying to build this business in nap times or in the evenings. But I found it easy because I really loved it and I was really excited by it.
Mm.
The creative freedom that I could have after 12 years doing it, for someone else, going, oh, I can think about the way that I want to shape this and look for the clients that I want to work with. So I was really fueled by that excitement in the beginning, and which I still have. This is very interesting push and pull of, I love this so much, and oh, I've got a parent now.
Yeah.
I love my child, but I'm just full of all these ideas. And it's actually funny because without him, I would never have
Mm.
ever thought about going into, building a business or being a freelancer. Just never would have. I wasn't surrounded, and I still am not, by those people. So it's,
Wow.
yeah, it's ironic that way.
How do you maintain that excitement? So I often look back. So my first business I started, I want to say like 15 years ago when I was working in corporate. And I remember I was like, it was kind of like, so the corporate job was my baby. And I was
Yes.
like, I'd sneak off at lunchtime to do stuff and I'd stay up till midnight. And I was just
Yes.
like so excited about it. And look, I'm not going to lie, 4 businesses and 15 years
Yeah.
later, I'm a little tired. Have you done anything over that time to look after yourself, maintain the excitement, or has it just come naturally?
Yes, great question. I feel like I'm a total optimist, kind of glass half full person.
Yeah.
My energy is usually pretty like, yay, like let's, and that's just me. And I think it can annoy some people, my glass half fullness. But I feel like in a way that's really helped me to stay motivated and keep going. Um, as well as, yeah, as you said, I just love what I do, and seeing the impact that I can have working one-on-one with someone. So working in
Yeah.
government, in comms there, like, you were just churning out heaps of copy and content every day, and you never really knew kind of where it might end up or who was reading it. But working in small business, you get to sit down with this person who also has something they're really excited about, and you get to help them. And then seeing that come to life or work is so rewarding. So definitely that side of that, the nature of that work is really fills my cup. Yeah.
That is so good. I love that. What was the biggest challenge then going from full-time work to freelance slash running your own business?
Definitely, as I said before, just that push and pull of,
Mm,
oh my God, like I really want to do this kind of full time, but I'm also a full-time mum. So just the balancing of the workload, maybe biting off a bit more than I could chew in the beginning, or over promising, like, I'll write that for you for no money.
yeah.
And then
Love
maybe
that. We all do that. Yes.
and I loved it, but then I was like, this isn't sustainable. Then you
Mm,
feel exhausted because you're running around at a playground all day and you're like, oh, I've got to deliver that thing. So in the beginning, it was really relearning, not even relearning, just learning, okay, what does it mean to be a freelancer? All the
mm.
different hats you have to wear. You have to start thinking about money and pricing and making sure that it works for you. But yeah, could write a book about it. I think
Oh my God, you
really,
should. You should write a book about it.
I
You're a
think a lot of,
writer.
I think a lot of, yeah, a lot of women would agree. Yeah, it's the frustration of wanting to go really fast, but then also going, hang on, this is a really nice season of
Mm,
slowing down. And in a way, motherhood kind of taught me like, just surrender and do your best and be yourself, and it should kind of work out from there. But yeah, in terms of challenges, balancing that workload and oh, so many other things, learning all about money and things.
yeah, money's
The
an
stories we
interesting
tell
one.
ourselves.
Well, like you said, like especially working for the government, consistent paycheck, you probably got pay rises each year and then you start your own
Mm.
business and you're like, when does the paycheck come in?
Exactly. You're so used to being someone that, as you say, like has a paycheck and you provide and you pay the mortgage and things, and then suddenly you're doing this invisible work where you're at
Mm,
home all day with your kid and you've had a beautiful day, but it's been really exhausting and you just have really nothing to show for it. Like you're not earning anything in that regard. So then yeah, it's just the stories we tell ourselves. I think it's definitely better now that there's a routine. My son, finally, we found a center that he really enjoyed going to daycare at. So, I work 3 days a week while he goes there. He loves it. So knowing that he's happy is, yeah, means everything as well.